Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a Magic Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. It means a lot to me that you would take a couple minutes out of your day, share that with me, that you and I don't know what it is. Do we have coffee together, breakfast together? Is this something that we're doing during lunch? When do you watch Magic Orthodoxy? Tell me down below. What time of day? What time of day are you usually watching Magic Orthodoxy? Or is it just something that just comes up when you're doom scrolling? Today we're going to look at the Fickle caps. You can see that this is from Taiwan Ben and TCC. Wow, Taiwan Ben and TCC. That is two great powerhouses that go together. These are little Coke bottle caps. You know, the little, the disposable, not disposable, well, yeah, the throwaway Coke bottles, the plastic ones, right? These are the caps that would go across the top of it, right? So you have three here. You have two regular red Cokes, and then you have the black Coke Zero. So that's what's inside. Three caps, okay? But there is a little bit of a gimmick to them, of course. So Fickle caps, this is a nesting cap routine that'll enable you to do transpose, switches, right? Penetrations, and just some other fun ideas. The entire video is 45 minutes long, and you get 5 caps altogether. Now I know you saw only 3, right? You saw 3, but that's because there was 2 hidden nesting caps, okay? And you saw that there's different colors. So that means you can do red in one hand, black in the other, and then they switch, right? So it'll enable you to do things like that. So is it what I thought? Yes. Yes, I knew it was gonna be nesting caps to begin with. And they're just plastic, right? Plastic with the logo on it. And yes, it's the standard Coca-Cola logo. They didn't chicken out and make it say Coca-Cola or, you know, Coca-Cola with K's, or they didn't change the O's into A's and say Coca-Cola. I don't know. You know how they do that sometimes? They change the logo because they're like, oh, we don't want to get messed with copyright. They didn't care. It says Coca-Cola right across the top. And you can put these on a regular Coke bottle. So if you had the disposable Coke bottle, you could, aren't they all disposable? They're all disposable. Who keeps these Coke bottles? Right, they're all disposable. Plastic, is that what I meant? Plastic Coke bottles, yeah, they'll screw on. So they're well made. And as far as the video goes, like I said, it was 45 minutes long. They give you an intro, and it's filmed like TCC does. It's kind of waist high at a table. There's an unboxing. They're gonna show you the nesting shell and bottle caps, show you how it all fits together, but it's pretty standard. The first trick is done with the spectator. It's their hand and your hand. So they get one color, you get the other color, and then the 2 colors switch. They'll show you one that's from Taiwan Ben where he has 2 caps in the hand, the red and black. He closes his hand, removes 1 cap, and the remainder in your hand has become candy. He'll do a color changing cap on the bottle. So the bottle cap is black and then it transforms to red on the bottle top. He'll teach you how to do the transfer with a champagne glass. So stick both colors in a champagne glass, remove 1, and they switch places. And a cap penetration, which is probably my favorite one on the entire effect. The bottle has the red cap on. You have the black cap in your hand, and you slam it down through the bottle into the glass. It's pretty cool. So pocket space, I guess it depends on what you want to carry, right? You can walk around with just the caps if you want, or full bottles. Or you want to, you know, walk around with a bottle that has Coke in it, and then you say, well, let me do something with this bottle, right? And then you unscrew the cap and then walk through a routine. Nothing as far as angles go. And the caps could be inspected just so long as they didn't have that they weren't nested at the time, right? You couldn't have a nested set out. They would see that it was nested together if it were that close. Sleights and difficulty levels, super easy, super easy. No really difficult sleight of hand. I think the hardest thing you're doing in this is just palming, right? If you're trying to slyly position the exterior cap, there's some palming involved, but it's all done under the ballet of the trick, so it should flow seamlessly. Setup and reset, not a whole lot there either, right? It's pretty straightforward. There's no moving parts. Okay, so positives, it's a fun idea, right? It's very creative. It's not something that people see very often. You know, you're so used to seeing card tricks, coin tricks, and then what? We go off into sponge balls, wand magic, silk magic, right? The like. So doing something with organic objects, I think is cool. Negatives. In the very first routine where they did the cap and the spectator's hand and they switched them, I could hear the caps nesting together in the video. So I could hear the gimmick speaking. And they had music in the background, and I could still hear it. So like, I mean, if you're making a video, at least lie, right? Dial the sound all the way down, at least. I mean, if you notice that when you filmed it, like, oh, I can hear the two caps nesting in the video, then mute it, at least in the video, just so that you don't scare me off. Because as the viewer, when I'm watching it, I'm like, wow, if it's talking for you and you're the performer, then I don't know how confident I feel doing it. Plus, I feel like if you were doing a nesting effect with plastic items in someone else's hand, your hand feels things, right? It just looked awkward, like palming a cap, putting it, and then like kind of doing this kind of mess. That was the one trick out of all the ones that were offered that I don't think I would do. I wouldn't do the nesting in their hands. That's like saying I would do the nickels and dimes trick in somebody's hands. Like, I don't know if I would. It's a little too close. It's a little too on the nose, right? Yeah, your hand is pretty sensitive. The people around you, they might not have seen what took place, but I think the person holding the item would have felt you loading that outer cap. So yeah, I think I would just worry that the shells are plastic, and when you nest plastic together, sometimes it makes noise. But is it worth your money? It is $48. 48 bucks, $48. So check my conversion, by the way. But like I said, you get 5 caps, which in effect are really 3 caps. You see what I'm doing there? See what I'm doing? And you get a 45-minute tutorial. Big, huge thanks to TCC Magic for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, if you've been enjoying the content here on this channel, I've got something seriously exciting for you. For just $2 a month, that's right, less than a cup of coffee, you can become an official channel member and unlock a treasure trove of exclusive content. As a member, you'll get instant access to over 700 members-only videos. That's right, hundreds of hours of deep dives, behind-the-scene moments, bonus content, and more that you won't find anywhere else. It could be an extra magic review. It could be opening a box and showing you exactly what the gimmick looks like. It could be showing you the markings on a marked deck. There are head-to-head battles where I pit 2 similar tricks together. I'm going to show you my EDC, share my pattern for certain tricks, and I even have magic tutorials. Plus, it gets even better because I drop 2 brand new exclusive videos every single week just for members. That means the content never stops, and neither does the value that you're getting for just $2 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel and return to get more of the content that you already love and appreciate. So go ahead, hit that join button down below, and I'll see you on the inside.